Aaron Gleeman, Dan Hayes, Michael Russo, John Korzinski covering local sports. Then you got Ken Rosenthal covering national baseball. Like, it's good shit. Good shit. There's me dying. Plug something random. Anybody got something to plug random? Because I don't. All right. Anything anybody's experienced randomly that's been good or bad, sarcastically, that you want to plug?
Well, I feel like I should keep plugging Grey Duck vodka.
Brian is currently not drinking Grey Duck vodka.
No, I am
he's
not
at home.
No.
Yeah, you plugged the cap on that tonight.
Yeah, as soon as... Are you keeping that bottle, by the way? Signed by Chris Hockey?
Yeah, apparently this bottle that I bought is unique. Chris Hockey, local sports talk radio host and
musician.
Very prominent in Minnesota media. Is he a investor in this company?
I would say he's a partner.
He's a partner. He advertises it.
He was on
the bottle.
If you buy a 750 milliliter,
this one was a liter apparently.
Or the same thing.
Not exactly.
In the metric system,
your math skills are showing.
But no, if you work at a liquor store and somebody asks you for a 1 liter or a 750 milliliter, it's the same fucking thing. It's the small bottle. It's not the fucking handle. It's not the 175.
I don't think they make handles.
It's not the mag. Yeah, they do. It's in a purple. It has a purple cap. Has a purple label, and it's 2 white ducks and a gray duck in the middle.
I would assume. I guess I would assume. Yeah, they may. I didn't see it, no. But apparently, Chris Hockey is on the label of this bottle, and apparently, as he said on his show that James has told me, he goes around to local liquor stores and actually signs random bottles.
Well, I know. Mark Parrish does for Northland Vodka. He'll go to random stores. He'll be like, "Hey, I'm at the Total Wine in Burnsville, and I'm signing bottles." So I don't know what
this was the Total Wine in Egan.
So I don't know what Chris Hockey does. I don't know if he goes to their production and signs random ones, or the sales team brings him bottles and he signs them, or if he actually goes out and signs them.
Well, I'll have to go back there and take a look at some of the other bottles. But no, this one apparently had in silver Sharpie.
Yeah, that's what he does in the white silver Sharpie.
Yep. He signed this bottle, so I guess I'll keep it for a little bit.
Didn't Chad Greenway do the same thing?
Well,
Chad Greenway is a co-founder.
Saying it's his company
of Grey Duck Vodka.
Is Glenn Perkins in on this too?
I think so. I don't know.
He does a brewery. He has a brewery, I think. He's really into craft breweries and microbrews.
This farmer that I watch on YouTube called Minnesota Millennial Farmer, actually pretty funny, entertaining. He's up in Laurie, Minnesota. He's a soybean and corn farmer, and he had Chad Greenway a couple years ago join him during his harvest, sit there right in his John Deere combine because some of his corn that he was combining makes Grey Duck vodka. So, and Chad Greenway is what, South Dakotan?
Yeah. Yes, native.
Yeah. I think, yeah. So he's kind of a quote unquote one of us, but not really.
Right.
But
I will say Grey Duck vodka. Especially the first 2 shots.
Never had it.
Very shootable. Very drinkable on its own.
They have seltzers now.
And again, after freaking 3, 4, 5 shots or something, it
8,
don't matter.
9.
Well, that's when you switch to Svedka.
They have
Yeah, just saying, Eric's got it. You get the good vodka for the first couple, and then, before you finish that bottle, that's when you bring out your Fleshmans or something like that.
Yeah.
Fleshmans for people you hate.
Oh, my God. Fleshmans. You reminded me of this dude in college. Fucking Big Mike, dude. Oh, my God.
Honestly, let's run this down of, our really cheap, colleges. Fleshman, UV, Kharkov.
This one goes out to Acacia. Ron Diaz.
My God.
Ron Diaz.
Kharkov. I have some fun with that.
Man.
That sucks.
This guy named Big Mike in my freshman year.
Whiskey-wise, Windsor.
Yeah, or Seagram's.
Seagram's was another one, yeah.
Big Mike up in North Dakota, he would fucking... This kid came straight out of Jersey. He's 17, 18 years old, 6'4", 260 pounds, and he could not go throughout the day without drinking at least a liter or a 750 of fucking vodka, and it was always Fleshman's.
Well, if he's doing it a day, that's just called economic.
And what he would do is we'd go across the quad over to Squires. There was a cafeteria on the bottom level and then an all-girls dorm the next couple levels. That's where Taylor lived, by the way, her freshman year. We'd hang out in the quad, chit chat. So he would get this big ass Powerade bottle, and he would go to the fountain drink area of the cafeteria, and he would dump blue Powerade in it, and then he would only fill it up about halfway, and then he would fill the rest with fucking Fleshmans, and then he'd go to class and then
of Gatorade or
Powerade, the blue Powerade, the big fucking.
Those are not great mixers. You'd think they would be though.
The big fucking thing of Powerade.
And again, they're not great mixers. You'd think they would be.
He would go to all of his morning classes with that, and then at lunchtime he'd refill, and then at dinner time he would refill, and then after dinner he'd go straight back to the dorm and just shot, not even shot, just pulling it straight out of the bottle. Holy fuck!
Was that same store that we bought that root beer?
Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay.
Oh man.
Story right here. So in North Dakota, the fucking lethal dose of Everclear is legal. And right on the fucking bottle, it says, not for human consumption. So we get the
humans, we were college students.
We get the fucking 190 proof fucking Everclear. We get the bottle. It was me, Eric, and Phil in my dorm room. And we're like, we don't have anything to mix it with. And me and Phil are talking, it's a clear liquor, so you gotta put it with a clear mixer, like Sprite, Mountain Dew, something like that. Ginger ale, at least. Eric goes to the fucking loafing jug, which is a gas station. It's our version of, like, Super America or Speedway now. He goes there, and he comes back with root beer.
Hey, man, root beer is fucking
off-brand root beer.
Just like the soda.
Yeah, like the Walmart variety root beer. Like the Sam's.
You don't remember what it was called or anything?
No, it was...
like the stuff like Dr. Thunder.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder or Mountain Lightning. Shit like that.
Or what was like the Mountain Dew version? It was something
Mountain
like
Lightning,
that,
yeah.
Mountain Lightning.
And so he comes back with a 2 liter or 2 liters of that. Doesn't matter how many. And we make it. And it's just like, ooh... The root beer does not knock down the alcohol flavor at all. It makes it worse.
I don't think root beer is a great mixer either.
Tell Eric that in 2011 because
we could have gone back.
Finish that damn time machine of yours, and I will.
Well, wasn't it like negative 20 out too?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Grand Forks during the winter. Yeah, I mean, that was probably the high temperature. I think when I was up there freshman year, we did like 62 days below freezing straight and like 35 days below zero straight. Fucking ridiculous. It's the wind that'll get you.
Well,
it's not the wind. It's the damn humidity. That's what gets you up there.
Well, it didn't make it any better that we were sitting there trying to...
We've lived in the Midwest a while.
Yeah.
Didn't make it any better that we were sitting there trying to make vodka gummy bears.
Oh, that worked, though. That worked.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
We had like 3 hours before. We put them in like 3 hours before we consumed them.
I did it.
Basically,
I did it with the other Matt, North Dakota Matt, not the Matt that we know from high school. And I put it in there for like a week in my mini fridge's like freezer because my roommate, after he rushed at a frat, he was never at the fucking dorm anymore. I couldn't get the fucking gummy bears out of the bottle. I was stupid. I didn't pour the vodka into a separate container and then put the gummy bears in there. I dropped the gummy bears into the fucking bottle.
That's amateur, dude.
And I couldn't get the fuckers out. I'm like with a fucking plastic knife and fork trying to dig them out of the fucking bottle. And then I broke my leg and somebody stole all my pain meds and snorted them.
Not gummy bears.
I did the Skittle thing too, and if you don't have a coffee filter to kind of like run that through,
you do have to
get the chunks out. It's awful. And then somebody made apple pie. Like in our dorm room floor, we had like a community kitchen, and they made fucking apple pie with legit moonshine right there in the open kitchen. And the fucking what's it called? The upperclassmen that are like in charge of security of your dorm. The RAs. Yeah. And somebody was just yelling that before we got that.
I don't care. I can't hear them.
RAs kept coming in and out, like microwaving our Hot Pockets and shit. Ooh, that smells good. What are you making? And apple pie. And they thought they were making like an actual pie. No, motherfuckers, we're getting drunk.
I used to do that up in Pittsburgh too, middle of Pennsylvania. Go out there and distill our own moonshine.
I mean, hell, we did that after college, too.
Man, made so much money off that shit.
We never stealed anything. Eric would come home with that shit.
Yeah.
And then we'd make apple pie
Right,
with it.
yeah.
The secret is honey and brown sugar. That's what I found out.
Yeah.
You put
Cinnamon
about
sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get actual cinnamon sticks.
Yep.
Some
and
apple cider.
When it gets boiling, you put the cinnamon sticks in there. You add a half cup of brown sugar.
Brown sugar kind of gives it that caramelization.
Yeah, a half cup of brown sugar, compacted
Yep.
brown sugar, and then
I don't
probably
think a lot of recipes that even involve brown sugar say loosely packed. Like
No.
they say packed.
yeah, and that's why I just said it
Yeah.
packed. And then a quarter to a half cup of honey, kind of to your
That's
taste.
kind of a
Yeah.
lot, right?
Yeah, to your taste. No, but if you're making like 2 gallons of apple
True,
pie
I
here,
guess, yeah.
like honey is that.
It's been a long time since we made that, so
Oh god, it's so
Speaking
good.
of that, maybe we should do that.
that's more like Labor Day.
What we got to do is we got to do it like on a hot plate, and you get that like what they use in chemistry, that little magnetic bean that you put in the bottom of a fucking beaker, and it spins to stir the shit automatically. You know what I'm talking about in
Oh,
chemistry?
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that fucking thing that looks like a fucking like a NyQuil pill,
Yeah.
and you put it on the bottom and you spin that. We need one of those. Because you got to be, if you're going to put brown sugar and honey in there, you got to constantly stir that shit.
Until it
Otherwise,
gets,
they'll
like,
get
really
stuck
dissolved, yeah.
and burn on the bottom of the pot. So, moving right along now. I think that's enough random tangents for the show.
Random plugs, random tangents.
Happenings.
Were we going to do a different banger of the week? Or?
Yeah, that's later on.
Okay.
Brian, that's called foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing here.
In the,
so.
in the business, that's what we call foreshadowing. Hold on. Ooh, that was silent, but
I
like
swear to God, if I smell this over here, I get to punch you in the face.
that one
I'm
was
so
like
glad I'm over here.
my asshole got to the size of like a quarter and just let air out. There was no noise to it. It was all Brian. Why is your pants off? I'm being assaulted. Somebody call the Proud Boys. I'm being assaulted. So, happenings during the week. Any happenings?
No, just kind of a boring week of work here for me. So
Yeah, I worked, and I got sent home from work because I got sick and then had to go get tested.
or you had like a symptom and
Oh, I had the sore throat. Like where you get the sore throat, like where you feel it in your Adam's apple.
like when
And then-
when you get seasonal, like when the seasons
Yeah.
change, you get less like a little bit of dryness.
And then
Right.
like
Well,
it
that's
was
snow mold.
It was so bad. It was look at Eric pulling out those true green terms.
yeah, look at that.
Snow mold, had a boy. If you look out into your grass and you see like pinkish white mold on your grass, that's snow mold. And like it was like the sore throat was so bad I could feel it in my ears.
Okay.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
And then like constant just runny nose, and it's that yellow mucus. And yellow mucus, some asshole's just fucking revving his engine outside the house. You can pick it up. That yellow mucus is white blood cells trying to fight the virus inside of your face, actually dying,
Right.
and it leaves
Or
off
fighting like whatever bug you got.
yeah, it leaves a yellow
Yeah.
color to your mucus. So when I had the yellow mucus, I knew my white blood cells were giving their lives to keep mine going. So thank you to my white blood cells. That's my random plug right there. To my white blood cells. Keep doing your thing, yo.
Those are the only things that would give their lives for me.
Yeah, it's your white blood cells because they have to.
Yep.
They are.
That's their purpose.
Yeah, they are genetically coded to do that. So yeah.
Eric, any happenings?
Well, actually, yeah, I've been talking to this pretty cute girl at the gym lately.
How big is your dick?
Well, gonna
He doesn't know that yet.
sidestep that. But yeah, we sometimes, I mean, she says hey to me and I say hi, and she talks about
When's the wedding?
Let
Damn,
the man
you're a dick.
talk. Let the man talk.
Wow.
Asshole. Jesus Christ.
Eric, the only question I have for you is,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop your fucking lying.
oh my fucking ears.
yeah,
just
so
saying, that
rip
was
my
really-
ears.
That was way too loud in
Rip-
our...
But you know she's a caring girl because she even takes my temperature.
Ooh.
And
Is her
then
name
she-
Alexa?
No,
Oh.
but I think it's a start to something. So
Hey, everything starts somewhere.
yeah, every day she's sitting behind the front desk and
You know, every morning there's a halo on the corner of my girlfriend's